Good morning, everyone. To start the morning off, I'm going to go ahead and jump into a phrasal verb. So let's look at the phrasal verb to crack down. So to crack down on something is to get more strict, right? So here you have an example in the news. It's a headline that I got from Vox. The 2020 Tokyo Summer Olympics crack down on athlete protests. So here you see to crack down means they're getting strict. They're basically tightening their regulations on protesting athletes. So if you're an athlete who protests, you will face consequences, basically is what that means. They are cracking down. Sorry for the noise in the background. They are doing landscaping where I live. So that's why you hear all that buzzing sound. Anyway, moving on back to this phrasal verb to crack down. So what makes it unique is obviously if you say to crack, that just means like to break something or to make a little crack in it. But to crack down changes the meaning completely, right? And it's nothing literal. It means that somebody is basically becoming more strict. I think of this a lot when I think of when I was a teenager. If I was being a bad kid, my mom would crack down on me. She would, make me report back where I was or come home early. She was cracking down. Another example of someone cracking down could be like your English teacher might be cracking down on you speaking your native language in your English class. Maybe he's gonna crack down and make sure you only speak in English. He's cracking down, right? He's getting more strict. He's gonna enforce the rules. He's getting tough. So what's interesting about the phrasal verb to crack down is the opposite, or what you would think would be the opposite, which is cracking up. It means something completely different. So to crack up is like, when you laugh a lot, you can say, oh my gosh, I'm cracking up. Oh, this guy's cracking me up here. He's a real jokester. He is really cracking me up. So when someone's cracking you up, they are making you laugh a lot. In fact, we even say when somebody's telling jokes, we say that they're cracking jokes. If you're, in class and someone's distracting you by trying to be funny and your teacher gets mad at you, you can say, sorry, I got this guy over here cracking jokes over here and I can't pay attention. So we say to crack jokes. We also say to crack a smile, right? If you're trying to be serious and you do that, you're cracking a smile, right? Now, in case you don't know what the verb to crack is or what a crack is, here's a decent example. These are cracks in my phone. So we call these cracks. So as you can see, it kind of maybe makes sense a little bit, but I don't really know where we got the phrasal verb to crack down. To crack up, I think it's just because it's like breaking you apart, so it's cracking you up. Cracking down is kind of a weird one, though. I think that just like you're setting your fist down, so you're cracking down on something. Another meaning for the word crack is like a loud bang, like you could say the door cracked open, or when a bat hits something, we'll usually say they cracked it, or we say to crack open a can of beer, for example, or crack open a can of soda. You're creating a crack, but also the sound is kind of like a and like the sound that something makes when it cracks, we also call a crack. So cracking down maybe has something to do with like a person of authority and their gavel and they're cracking down. I wish I had some sort of hammer around. I don't. I'm not a very handy person, so my access to hammers are not. I don't have any hammers readily available to do the cracking, but I'll find some sort of image, I'm sure, to share for cracking, like you're cracking down a hammer and laying down the law. Laying down the law. All right, well, anyway, those are 2 phrasal verbs for you that you can use, and cracking down, cracking up. They're very, very common in English, so I hope that's helpful. Let me know if you have any questions, and we'll see you soon for another lesson. Keep studying and keep learning.